Shalom, shalom. This is Brother you're calling SOZ Atlanta,
This is brother
Con, the
Karatazar
brother,
with FOC Houston.
Con, the brother Padal Wathia from SOZ Houston.
right? And welcome to another edition of, the live stream, right? What's it known as, brothers?
Blow that trumpet.
And stay on your pivot. What's wrong with this brother, man?
all praises, all praises, right? This episode, we still going on about the war that's going on. If you don't know about it, you should know about it. It's a global phenomenon at this point. America is involved, but at the same time, you don't want to be so distracted from that you forget what happens within your own territory. You don't want to be so far from home you forget what's going on domestically, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll say the lining of this topic today is don't get distracted amidst the war, because even though of course you have things going on there, you have protesters in every city, right? You look on every major city in America, there's protesters, right? But you also have to examine what's going on within America as well, because a lot of times when there's an event that happens, a lot of things get swept under the rug and people tend to forget, right? I believe we brought it up last time, right? What happened to the press when it comes to talking about the derailments, right? And the food shortages, right? And these food plants burning down, right? So we can't be so quick to forget these things. We got to remember this stuff is still going on, and it's still kicking off prophecy, right? Even though there's something that might seem a little bigger or that might be hyped up to be bigger, you still have things going on domestically, right? So that's the theme of this today's live stream, right? So I'm gonna kick it off with this article. I'm gonna share my screen. Through the spirit, I ain't done this in a bit. Let's see, share screen. Yeah. Let me see. Can brother see my screen?
Con,
Con,
con.
All right. What about now? Can brother see this article?
No, brother, it's still showing the screen, showing StreamYard.
Oh man. Let's see. Bear with me. Uh, I might. Let me see.
when you change the tab, it should have a show this tab instead bar pop up.
Where at? Let me see. Bear with me. All right. Stop screen. Present. The entire screen. All right. What about now?
Perfect.
All right. All praises. Right. So this says scientists sound the alarm over Earth's vital signs being worse than any time in human history. Right. Brothers can see the article, right?
Con, definitely.
Kind of all praises. Right. So this is something that this is a recent article. I'm gonna read it again. It says scientists sound the alarm over Earth's vital signs being worse than any time in human history. Basically saying we are living in unprecedented times that's never been upon the earth before, right? Just look at what's going on in every country. You have food shortages, right? You have the weather is kicking people's butts out here, right? Families are getting evicted left and right. This is a global phenomenon. This isn't just something that's happening in Nebraska or New Hampshire, United States, a state that nobody really hears about, right? This is something that's going on throughout the world, right? But mainly America, right? It reads, uh, the report was found that 20 of the 35 planetary vital signs they use to track the climate crisis are at a record extremes, right? So you see, these different states, they said this was the hottest recorded summer, right? Since I believe like the 1800s. I can't remember the number, the year, but they said this is the hottest, record high, right? recorded temperatures, in a very long time. It says, as well as greenhouse gas emissions, global temperature, and sea level rise, the indicators also include human and livestock population numbers, right? So this more than just the temperature. You got the sea levels rising, natural disasters popping off left and right. All you got to do is look up how many earthquakes happened just today. You
Ooh,
can look that up. How many earthquakes happened today? And you'll get a long list. It's not just three or four, right? It's a long list of worldwide earthquakes, big and small, that happened just today in the last few hours. I'm sure, one happened in the last hour or so,
wow.
somewhere in the earth, you know, right? So these things, you see these things kicking off, volcanic eruptions, volcanoes that were once dormant, right? And never erupted. Now they're erupting,
Mm,
right? You know, Hawaii kind of turned into Pompeii. It's getting crazy out here. It says
con.
many climate records were broken by enormous margins in 2023, right? It says the highest monthly surface temperature ever recorded was in July and was probably the hottest the planet has been in 100,000 years. And of course, Esau is going to give us this big number, right? Esau believes that the world is millions of years old, billions of years old, but we can only track our history to 1 BC, 0 BC. Come on now.
That's folly, man.
It's madness, right? But the earth is billions of years old. But that's another, topic, right?
Just on that point you said, brother, can I bring a precept out?
Kind.
Can you bring out Matthew 24 and 2?
Let me see.
Because that's a very telltale sign of the times, man. When you start seeing these earthquakes, you're starting to see these volcano eruptions, you're starting to see the state of the earth is gonna be in a place where it's punishing the dwellings. You know what I mean? Because if you see what happens with earthquakes, mass catastrophic death, it's not something that you can restore quickly because it brings everything to desolation with just a stroke of just a vibration of the earth, man. You know, and then it gets to a point where uh, you can't even quench the fires of a volcano. How can you quench that? If you hold control and then scroll in on your mouse,
Oh, I don't
oh,
got a mouse. Can you see
okay,
it?
yeah, we can see it. You want me to read it?
Kind.
This is the chapter Matthew chapter 24 and verse 2. And Yahushua said unto them, see ye not all these things? So the Lord's telling you, like we're bringing out in these last days and these end reports. Do you not see all these things that are being brought before your eyes to have understanding in these last days before you don't have a chance to repent? Before the Lord comes and claims you in the state that you in, whether it be for good or for evil, and be rendered what you deserve, either way. He say, verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. What do earthquakes do? They tear down buildings. They're built from stones. They're built from metal. They're built to stand tall. But the Lord said in these last days, man, everything that is like standing up and sturdy is gonna be brought down, and and ain't nothing gonna be missed. I'm gonna jump down to verse Salaki, verse number 6. No, let's go to verse 7. It says, and this is what the Lord just said. Can you not see these things? And this is what we're talking about. We're asking y'all, can y'all see from nation shall rise up against nation? Do y'all see that in the world anywhere on a massive scale? Is Russia rising up against Ukraine? Is uh Israel over the Israelis rising against Ishmael, the Arabs? Is China not raising up against its own in Taiwan? Is the U.S. now involved and rising up against the other nations like Iran and Russia and trying to? So right now, you see what the Lord's telling you. Can you not? He said it. He asked the question. Can you not see uh, for the nations rising against nation, a kingdom against kingdom? What did they say? One of the best things that they said, which is a lie, that the United States is the greatest kingdom to ever reign on this earth. We all know that's a lie because the kingdom of Israel is going to be the greatest kingdom to reign on this earth. But to date, the most influential and oppressive and more known at the state is the United States, man. The Western NATO alliance. This is a very, very strong alliance, right? And he said, what he said? The Lord said, and said, and there shall be famines. Are we not experiencing famines? Go to the grocery store, man. You can go to the grocery store and you see very little product left. You're just going into burning of the crops, burning of the food stores, the burning of the food supplies, thousands of cows on lands just dead in a pile. The Lord is taking away all the food and pestilence. Now you got the COVID this, COVID that, monkeypox. You got all these just brand new diseases that the Lord said that is not listed in his book. Now it's present amongst all of these other things. Nations rising against nation, kingdom and the famines, and the earthquakes. We just talked about it. How many earthquakes? You said in a day you can have 50 earthquakes, man. There's literally, I'm pretty sure if you pull it up, there's called something called an earthquake tracker, man, where you see constantly on just a live feed where earthquakes are like just the earth is rumbling, and nobody really understands that the earth is rumbling with a loud force, man. And yeah, so I just want to bring that out, and in diverse places all over the place, man. It's just not in the place that, you know, like they in America, where earthquakes known to happen at. California. But now you got earthquakes happening in damn New York and stuff like that. You got them happening in the places where you wouldn't even expect. You got tornadoes in different places. You got everything's all mixed up and jammed up now. So that's what the Lord said. Can you not see these things? He said, verily I say unto you, man, can you not see these things? And if you still running around here consumed with trying to be obsessed with folly of the world, if your friends like you, if you what new J's is coming out, how can I spend my money that I'm trying to? All I want to do is get rich in America and have U.S. dollars. If that's what you really focused on, and you can't see nothing outside of those idols, brother, you not in your house shot, man. And I'll yield with that, man. Anybody got something to add to that?
God, there was an earthquake an hour ago. There was one 2 hours ago in Hawaii. So you had one an hour ago in Japan, one 2 hours ago in Hawaii, 5 hours ago in Prince Edward Islands, 6 hours ago in Puerto Rico, 7 hours ago in Indonesia. It's like there's one, at least one. You had 3 8 hours ago, 2 in Mexico and 1 in Russia.
See that?
You have 1 10 hours ago in Alaska. So I mean, you can't make this up. Right? And that's not nearly as close as how many there were in the last 24 hours. You can't make this up, man.
Hey, Salakia, can I make a point?
King.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hey, man, if y'all search up America's infrastructure, it'll tell you, man, the grade on it is a C+. It's a C, man. You look at the roads, hey, they gave the road a D+. They gave the power system of America a D-. All right, hey, America is falling from the inside out, man. Hey, and an earthquake has never hit Houston. Imagine an earthquake hitting places that we had a blizzard. Hey, the whole city of Houston was shut down, man, over a freeze. Pipes was freezing, plants was blowing up, man. And y'all think that Houston is going to be able to handle anything else, man? This is just only Houston, man. New York, it's flooded in New York, and the whole city fell apart, man. It rained out there, and the city was falling apart, man, because all that water had no place to go, man. It's a concrete slab, man. So, hey, imagine something like a hurricane hitting something like New York. People are going to be destroyed, man. They're not used to that. The city is not built for that. Imagine a tornado landing over there in California, man. It's not built for that. They're not used to that. So when you got these new natural disasters, that's not natural because they're all done by the Most High God, right? You got these things happening, man, that don't usually happen. It's tearing America apart, man. And Esau, he's crafty, man. He knows, but he don't. He's grabbing all of this oil, all of this gas from where? Inside the earth. So now the earth is going to cause even more earthquakes because you got more things rubbing against each other now, man. It's like you're taking that lubricant out of the earth, that natural lubricant, and you're using it for folly, man. So the
God.
Lord, He's sending plagues. He's sending His angels, and they're reaping, and they're sowing, man. They're destroying what He wants them to destroy, man. It's created by the Most High God, right? Salakia, go ahead.
And to add on to that, they say where I live, they say if a cup of ice spill over, all hell break loose. Schools are closing down, buildings are closing down, schools be closed down for like a week and a half. It's not even an inch of snow, and schools be closed for a week and a half. You know, people call out of work because they feel like, you know, the roads frozen over. Brother, it's 50 degrees outside. Go to work, you know? So like you said, a lot of people aren't built for the elements, honestly. A lot of what America does is it cradles you, you know? It's a very comfortable life. People can control their fireplace and the light switches with the top of the button on their phone. You know, America is big on convenience, right? So when those conveniences are taken away, let's say there's an EMP attack. When those conveniences are taken away, people are not going to be prepared or ready. Lord knows the population of people who even own a generator, you know, a lot of people aren't going to be prepared and ready to endure, right? A lot of people are just going to be, you know, they have to have that instant gratification,
Mm-hmm.
right? So they're going to be ready to take, you know, power go out, you know, you got angry people on the phone with the power people saying, when is the power going to come back on? I'm missing the game. What are you doing? You know, and at that point, look, you can't do nothing, right? When it goes down and the Most High says, "Look, that power not coming back on, it's not coming back." Look at this. Category 5 hurricane hit Mexico with little to no warning, man.
Jeez. And just what you brought up, brother, just, you know, just looking at it very simply, playing upon tables, man. You know, majority of the places that are these, what do you call it? We're a power country. We're not a third world country. We're a first world, very advanced in comparison to like the rural areas of like Cuba and Colombia and Venezuela and those poor areas, right? But even so, like if there was just a 50, we're gonna get into it, but don't be deceived that the place you live in is built to handle a large scale, or not even a large scale. When you see 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 people die, that's a lot of people, right? But if you can't handle 50 people dying at the same time in your city, think about that. You got millions of people living here, but if 50 people need help all at one time, the whole place is gonna shut down, man. And this is the latest and greatest. Houston is one of the most advanced places in in the world for medical advances, and they can't handle a situation like that. We're talking about the infrastructure of the roads. What would happen if a major highway uh, gets leveled, or let's say an earthquake came and just split the highway up, I-10? What would Houston do? It'll collapse on itself because people would not know how to get around. Let's say you said an EMP. Let's say there's an EMP, ICBM hits I-10. You ain't got Google Maps. You ain't got no. You don't have a phone to call nobody. All you got is, hey, I'm sitting in my car that won't turn on because the electronics is out. Now I'm stuck on the freeway. Fires are going on. I don't know where I am, but you've been living here your whole life and don't know how to navigate on foot to home, and you live around a mile and a half. You lost from your house because you had to get pushed this way because all of this destruction. So now you're in the area of your neighborhood, but you ain't never been over here. So now you're lost, and now you're walking the opposite direction, and now you're 30 miles away because you relied on the conveniences of being self-led by technology, because you took no time to learn about your actual life and where you are in the earth. You decided to trust in the things that these devices to lead you into every area of what your life is. It teaches, man, you can set your phone to remind you to eat. You're not programmed to know when you're ready to eat. But people will be like, man, I forgot to eat. My alarm didn't go off. Brother, how you that simple?
That's what it comes down to. How can you be so simple? I got a preset
Bring
just
it
for
out, King.
right. I'm gonna share my screen again. Right, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 16, and verse 1. It says, the Pharisees also with the Sadducees came, and tempting desired him that he would show them a sign from heaven. He answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. Because some things you could just look at and find discernment, right? If a lion starts showing his teeth and he's on the prowl, right? And he's looking at the gazelle a certain type of way, you could kind of tell that lion's about to go in and attack. You know, he's hungry, right? Verse 3, right? Remember verse 2 again. It says, when it is evening, they say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. You could tell when it's about to rain outside. You could tell when it's about to damn snow. It's freezing. Verse 3, and in the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times? And that's the main point I wanted to touch on that article. You know, I didn't really read the whole article. It was an impromptu, you know, Salakia, right? But we could kind of discern that, you know, a lot of people aren't ready for the end times. You got some people, they don't even realize that we're at the end. We say it all the time at camp. We're living in the last days. Do you have 1 minute for the word? A lot of people don't believe it's the last days. A lot of people don't believe that World War III is on the horizon. They'll agree and say, yeah, I see that's going on. You know, I see, but it ain't affect America. People think just because America hasn't been hit means we're all good, right? Just because Russia, right, gets hit with a nuke, America didn't, right? That doesn't mean America's not a target. You know, these countries have a bounty on America's forehead, man. Right? So our people have to come out of that mindset. That's a hypocritical mindset to see that it's fall outside because the leaves are changing, but you can't understand and discern that we're in the end days. That's crazy, right? It says a wicked, verse 4, a wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, right? Because our people believe if I don't see it, it didn't happen, right? We seek after a sign. When our people pray, we tell God to show us a sign, right? It says, and there shall no sign be given unto it, but, right? But the sign of the prophet Jonas, and he left them and departed, right? So what is the sign of the prophet Jonas or Jonah? That sign is having the brothers go out there and prophesy the word, just as the Most High commanded Jonah to do, right? The Yahweh Shai, he commanded his servants to feed his sheep, right? If we love him, he said, hey, feed my sheep, feed the lambs. All right. So that's our, you know, that's why, you know, we bring out, I'm gonna bring out this again, right? The Most High, he refers to us as watchmen as well. Not to get too far from the point, I'm gonna get the classic that a lot of brothers know. Isaiah chapter 58 and verse 1. It reads, cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, right? Because if we don't sound the trumpet, how can a city know, you know, what's going on? You turn on your Fox 5 News, your CNN, your ABC, right? Your mainstream media, and they'll show you all the local things that's going on in that city, right? Which the brothers is going to get into, right? There might be a kidnapping, and brothers get an Amber Alert, right? These are different signs and trumpets being blown to alert the people of what's going on in that city or around the world. So back to that article, you know, we can see the things that is going on, the signs that the Most High have given us, because we see that our people are waking up, and that was one of the key signs that the Lord gave us to indicate that we're in the end times, right? But I rest on that. You got it, brothers.
That's some mighty points, King. You know, and let's think about the times. You said it's the end times. What kind of things will be showing in the end times? You got, can you pull is it 2 Timothy 4:1?
Kind, I got you.
And we can just kind of just segue into the actually what's going on domestically and internationally. But let's just Look at what's going on our front for what we should be paying. Is that Second Timothy? I think it's no, that's not it. First Peter
First
2.
Peter
Yeah, First Peter. I think.
4:1.
Yeah, I think so. That's the one that said for so much in the last days that it shall be perilous times. Men shall be Second Peter 4:1. Let me check.
Second.
Slovakia. I think it's Second Peter 4:1, if I'm not mistaken.
It goes to 3.
Is it 3?
Let's see. Second Timothy 3:1.
Is that what it is? It says yes. Let's go to Second Timothy 3. Yeah, let's do that. Let's read. We're gonna read a couple of those scriptures though. Second Timothy 3:1. There you go. Note this slide. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come, man. So when you got people scared to death, they're running around trying to figure out, not even you're not even worried about like your biggest worry nowadays isn't like can I make it to work? How much gas is in my tank? You're wondering if you walk outside, are you gonna get shot to death? Or is somebody gonna just rob you? Is somebody, no matter what, you're always thinking like, man, is something horrible about to happen to us, to the point where people are gaining there's been a high increase of reported anxieties and psychological help because people are now on edge about every little thing, man. And when you got what happens when you have everybody geeking out and on edge, man, you're gonna have sparks of fire. Those are sparks, man. Sparks are just happening, lighten up. But let's go into verse 2. It says, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedience to parents. This sounds just like what the youth of our people all over the earth, man. Even our people are doing this because of the curses for sure. But now you got these other nations trying to mimic the lifestyle and the acts of the Israelites, man. And they're the ones who are covetous. They're the ones that take everything that don't belong to them, like the land, the money, the goods, right? They're boasting in their, hey, let's make America great again. Let's do it. Boasting all in your face how better they are because they're proud. What do they say? I'm proud to be an American.
Yep.
These are all these things, blasphemers. You know what? Y'all ain't the people, the children of the Most High. Y'all just niggas. Y'all ain't nothing but thugs, crooks. Y'all aren't kings, priests, and the Most High's treasured possession. Nah. And what do our people do now? It used to be a state where I grew up where I already knew to have respect for my elders, man. It didn't matter if it was my mother, my auntie, a teacher, a person at the grocery store, that I had to just have that respect. Because nowadays, shit, actually, tell your child to do something, and I'm gonna tell you like this: in my house, we don't play like that. We serve the Lord in my house, so that means, hey, you gonna get that rod of correction off the top. You gotten it since you've been a child. You gonna get it again. You dig what I'm saying? So right now, you got a lot of our youth out here being raised by children. So when you 15, 13, 14 having a kid, by the time your kid is what, 6, you 20. So you're gonna be disobedient to your parent because your parent is treating you like a friend. It's treating you like y'all are siblings. And then they don't pay no attention because the parents nowadays that are kids and often to folly caught all this boasting and unthankful are literally raising unholy children, man. And that's what's going on in this world right now. And it says, verse 3, it says, without natural affection. And what is a person to do, man? Like, how are our people glorifying publicly to the point where it's called dry snitching on yourself socially, with showing that you looking for an op? Like, your day is boring if you can't find an op. And then the women that you're dealing with are like, you ain't got nobody, you ain't killing nobody today. In order to even get with a woman, now you gotta think like, I don't even really want to get with you like that. I just want that clout.
Mm-hmm.
False accusers. What's the big thing that they trying to promote in these streets right now? Like, what are they talking about? Peace in like Chicago or whatever the hell. You know what I mean? Hey, let's go on a peace mission type shit, right? But as soon as they try to establish it, you got another video come up like, man, hell with all that shit, man. We don't want no peace, bro. Man, y'all can keep that. Truth breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, man. So when we go out and teach His word, how many times do you get assaulted by your people verbally by saying, "Hey, we love you, man"? Hell with all that shit, man. Get out of here, man. Y'all get up off the block, man. We're gonna have some problems. Like for what, brother? Because we telling you good things. And that's how you see that this is the signs of the last days. And so if you can go on your phone and see any of, and this is not, and what's so crazy is that just keep going. Verse 4, traitors, heady, high-minded. You can't tell those brothers nothing. Even if they wrong, they still gonna justify it because I don't want to listen to you. Who are you? What nigga? You a nigga to tell? Who can you tell? Why think you can tell me what something? Lovers of pleasures more than lovers of Yahweh. Man, I love to smoke weed, man. Go ahead, get in there, King. Eat up.
That's the spirit. Because I had a brother tell me, well, he didn't tell me directly, right? But I had a brother say that he'll die smoking weed. Smoking weed is going to be the death level. And this brother, he was wearing the fringes.
Oh man,
that he'll die smoking weed. I can't say he was in the truth because not everybody who wear fringes is in the truth, but that's what it's coming down to,
And that's how wicked is that? You literally are a light. So, man, we went to the what was it? The Walgreens last night, and walked in. Had to get some propane, right? So I went in there, changed it out. Stood at the counter. It was a brother. So we go in. We like, hey, brother, how you doing, man? Hope your night's good. Hey, man, appreciate it. First thing he asked me, what do y'all think about the Israeli-Palestine? And I knew exactly because he saw that. I'm like, man, I said, shit, man, hey, what's going down is trying to bring forth the true children of Israel, man. This is all on our behalf. I ain't got nothing to say about that other than, hey, that's what the Lord's work is doing, man. I said, why are you asking? Because my brother's a Hebrew Israelite. And I'm like, so how'd you know I won? He said, I seen your shirt. I got the fringes on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, brother, if your brother's an Israelite, what's that make you? An Israelite? I'm like, so what's your reservation? I just don't know how I'm an Israelite. But what's sad about it is you ain't got to explain how you a Chinese man to a Chinese man. He's like,
right.
That's the destruction of our people, brother. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of one of those things where I had to explain to him, like, so your brother's teaching you these things. The Lord sent 2 other brothers in here and meeting with you and telling you, hey, this is the last days, brother. You might want to, start getting close to your God and learning what He expects of you, because you see it. He's like, man, I think that everything's about to go off. I'm like, yeah, every man and basically, I believe every Israelite somewhere deep down knows there's a point of deliverance, and you're either going to choose one or two things. You're going to block it out so you can continue to do your pleasures more than being a lover of the Most High, or you biting at the nail like, man, hey, we gotta purge this leaven out. We gotta wake up the sheep because we may be close to getting up out of here. You got that zeal to be saved, man. Not like no Christian. Oh, I'm saved by the. No, we are not gonna be saved in the Christian fashion, man. It's gonna take you. If the righteous are barely gonna make it, how much more you out here saying, man, shit, I'm gonna smoke weed till I die, bro. And then say, call me Asherah.
Then Kwame, that's wicked.
Brother, what's going on? Jeez. Hey, so bring out that stuff that's going on and that we brought the first topic, and so to speak, the second topic about the up in arms.
Let me see. I gotta send it to.
Because that
1 second.
No, it's cool. Because that's what I say, man. If we're this close to the end, and we know these things are happening, you seeing mass destruction on a high level everywhere we go. Every time you turn the TV on, it's death and destruction, man. Tell me it's not. It doesn't even matter. Like, it's one thing after another, after another, after another, in every form and fashion, man. I'm led to believe if we just search in animal attack, you'll see a bunch of people got ate up by some wild animals recently. Think about it. California, whole family got ate up by a black bear. The Lord is bringing the beast the judgments every chance he get, man. You find that article?
Yep, God. I'm
God.
trying to post it to Chrome. Let me see. Cause it's funny. All right, this should work. You see my hold on, give me 1 second. Nope. Hold on. All right, there we go. All right, cool. So let me share my screen real quick. All right. Can you see my screen?
Ah.
All right, cool. All praises. Right. So this says American Jews are rushing out to buy firearms and practice shooting in the face of terrorism abroad and anti-Semitism at home. Karatazar, tell me what you think that means.
It seems that if anybody say the so-called great value Jewish man is feeling threatened, he has the right to blow your brains out because he thought that you was anti-Semitic.
Yeah.
Now that they're not going to be a legal right to kill, to conceal the things that ain't real. I'm just saying, you can't make it up, brother. It's about to get dangerous for everybody. Off top, man. What's that mean to you though? What do you feel like that means?
Oh man, you hit it on that's playing upon tables. They buying guns because they're gonna word it a certain way to make it seem like it's okay. So they're gonna they're rushing out to buy arms, guns, right? And practice shooting in the face of terrorism. Now they say we're terrorists, right? They say the Israelites are terrorists.
Mm-hmm.
But this is terrorism abroad, right? The Israelites are scattered abroad. It says an anti-Semitism at home, and they call us
Semitic.
anti-Semitic. There we go. Why? Because we are against what they preach, that they're the real Jews. But how can we be, again, this has to come up every time anti-Semitic comes up. How can a so-called black man be anti-Semitic when Jacob and Esau come from the same womb? That's a black man calling himself a coon. We're literally from the same womb, Jacob and Esau. We had our own families, descendants, but we're both Shemitic people. Right?
And identify who the go back up to that title real quick. That American Jews.
Yeah.
That's us. That's literally us.
Yeah.
Because those are Judah. They're Jewish by Judaism, right?
Yep.
We're the true Jews by birth and by blood and by right. You dig? So when you saying that, who is that actually? Who's the Lord actually calling out right there? Who's about to do this? So I'm gonna read it just like we read Deuteronomy 28 and 68, and we changed Egypt for slavery. I'm gonna read it. Let me give you the context of who this is. Amalek are rushing out to buy firearms and practice shooting in the face of terrorism abroad and Israel at home. That's who is really the Israelites. That's literally they're not gonna shoot Ishmael. You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna shoot us. So hey, bring me. But you know what? Why would they feel like now they're rushing? Oh man, we gotta arm ourselves because they, you know what? Something deep down in they wicked, crooked ass spirit is making them remember something of old, right? So bring out the book of First Samuel 15 and 2, brother.
God, this is ridiculous. It's not surprising though, because we understand this has to happen.
Con.
The Lord said, "Nation against nation."
Perfect. The First Samuel 15 and verse 2. Thus said the Lord of hosts, I remember that which Amalek did to Israel, man. how he laid wait for him in the way, and he came up from Egypt. So when we got out of slavery, Amalek rose up against us, man. You see what I'm saying? So these people right now are doing something just the same way. What are we literally about to come out of? What is Babylon literally called? Spiritual what?
Spiritual Sodom in Egypt.
So when we about to get up out of here, at the end, it's gonna be like it was in the beginning. Amalek gonna try to rise up against us again once we're coming out of Israel, right? And I'm gonna keep going with it. But when the Lord comes back, it's gonna be a different story, man. Because this is what we should have did when we first got him, but this is what we're gonna do this time around. Now go and smite Amalek and utterly destroy all that they have. That's why they up in arms right now, because they know they're not the people. They know that the Lord is gonna fulfill and deliver his people that they've been falsely trying to pretend to be, and they know that they come from Amalek. So what? The Lord's gonna send us to rise up. The Lord's gonna come and save and deliver us with rising up, and we're gonna utterly destroy all that they have. And what do they have? They got the lies. They got the land right now. They got the money in America. They got the buildings, the nice cars, all the movie industry. They got everything in wealth, right? I got something to show you on my screen right when I'm done. I want to show you how sick this place is. Watch, it says, and spare them not, but slay both man and woman. So the Lord's not, don't think that the Lord, this is the Lord of hosts said, I will remember you, and I'm gonna kill not just the men, I'm gonna kill your old grandmas, I'm gonna kill your wives, I'm gonna kill your daughters, not even just that, your infant and sucklings, the babies, not just the you know, your little toddlers running around like, get over here, sit down. No, the ones that are feeding off the breast too.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna take every one of Amalek's people out for all the atrocities that they've done with ox, sheep, camel, and ass. So no good. They're gonna have nothing. They're gonna be utterly wasted. You know what I'm saying? I want to share this real quick with what you had going on, with what you were saying about them up in arms.
Can I get a precept real quick?
Con, bring it out, King.
Because I got one. You know, a lot of people talk about the Most High. You know, he's a God of love. He wouldn't dare do that. Let's show you just the power of the Most High God. The Most High God don't care about feelings. You think God cares about your feelings? God doesn't care about your feelings. Get out of your feelings, right? This is the book of Joshua, chapter 10 and verse 40. So Joshua smote all the country of the hills, and of the south, and of the valley, and of the springs, and all their kings. Now, these aren't Israelite kings, these are heathen kings, right? He left none remaining, but utterly destroyed all that breathed. If it had life in it, it was destroyed. It doesn't matter.
Gotta go.
But this is the kicker, right? It says, as the Lord God of Israel commanded.
See that?
This is what the Most High God said to do. He said, utterly destroy all that breathe. Right? So I mean, that just goes to show the Lord doesn't. He doesn't care about, you know, how the heathens feel. He doesn't care if your grandma says, you know, he's a loving God. He accepts you as you are. He accepts everyone as they are. The Lord said, look, I'm gonna cut off everybody that breathes. All these heathens that are possessing y'all's inheritance. Look, I'm gonna cut them off. Don't worry about it. Right? But you got it, King. Let me
all praise to the Most High, man. And you know, when you have these heathens getting in a position to be fearful and now be destructive, to try to basically keep their inheritance that they've stolen, brother, it's kind of one of those things that you got to look at and say, like, hey man, it's about to get dangerous out here, so you got to be very cautious of how you moving out here, man.
That's right. Lord,
and I'm gonna show you something that you just brought out. This is why they're up in arms, man. The NYPD is warning Amalek to avoid Brooklyn. This is what they're walking around doing right here, over here in Halloween costumes, walking down the street, being creeps, man. You understand? Where's the damn fringes, man?
Creeping down the street with no fringes.
With no fringes, with damn mortician clothes on, man. With the damn beanie on. You know what I'm saying? Like, where the Lord said wear a beanie and a tablecloth.
A damn Scully.
With damn bowling shoes, man.
And that's holy unto the Lord.
Hold on. You telling me that's the salt of the earth? That's the drip?
That's the drip. Everybody wants to be like that. This is the light of the world.
I'm telling you, man. If I didn't, I wish I had, the same Quasimodo effect, the Hunchback, and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's the new drip, the 2024. The Hunchback
Everybody
look,
wanna
the
be a Jew.
Hunchback Amalek look.
Everybody want to be a Jew, man.
That's what I'm trying to say. So check this out. They say, hey, this happened. They tell them stay away from Brooklyn, because they got the Diamond District. They got all these districts and these little communities set up for Amalek, right? But why? And you want to know why? Look at the symbol of why it happens. Look at this. They tell you, request your free flag pin now. Wear your U.S. Israel pin and stand for Israel.
And that's an ad. That's not even an article. That's an ad.
It's a damn ad, brother. But that's not us, though. They're not trying to stand with us. They're trying to keep us down, like Psalms 83.
83.
Told us that that's the Confederate against us, man.
That's right.
But I want to read just a little bit on this little thing right here. It says, a day after Jewish college kids found it necessary to barricade themselves inside a library in the center of Greenwich Village, while a mob of repugnant, how that's an insulting ass word. So FYI, Ishmael is mad right now. All right. All I'm hearing everywhere is Ali Akbar, boom. Okay. Now you calling every Ishmaelite, every Arab man repugnant terrorist.
And the word repugnant, I just looked it up. Hold on, let me
bring it out, King. Bring that out.
Because we got to, repugnant, abhorrent, repulsive, disgusting.
You disgusting Arabs. That's what they just said. You dirty terrorist Arabs.
Gruesome, obnoxious, horrendous, dislikable, putrid, noisome Arabs.
Putrid.
Skanky Arabs.
You skanky ass Arabs. That's crazy. But this is an article, brother. So look, but they cry about anti-Semitism, but they say you repugnant, skanky, terrorist,
skank.
Like what the hell? It's a repugnant terrorist. Lovers banged on the locked doors trying to get at them. The message is being broadcast that on this Sabbath, Jews in Brooklyn had a better remain at home. Stay inside. Lock the doors. A pro-Palestine protest is scheduled for 3 p.m. So they telling them, y'all better go buy them guns before 3 o'clock, because when they come around the corner, you see Palestine, Amalek gonna let them fly, man. They're gonna act like they ate something. They're gonna let them.
Hey, it's war on Amalek.
Straight up.
Not playing.
And you can't make this stuff up. So when you start seeing the state, you got these people. These people right now, you may think that might have a goddamn Draco on him, man. Pull it off from under his shawl and be like, boom, 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 and then rob you.
And these Palestinians, like I said earlier, they're in every major city. So imagine they kind of confront this abomination, this repugnant abomination.
This is crazy, brother.
And things kind of words get exchanged, and they both kind of equipped with guns.
And now they're getting about to be feared to be utterly destroyed, right? Hey, can you bring out Job 27 and 13?
God.
Because now this is where it's getting good, man. This is where you should be in the spirit. You should be happy to see these things taking place, because now you see the true enemies are about to show themselves to each other. They try to make us to be the face of evil, the face of enemies, right? But this is real. This is the real deal right here. The Lord said in Job 27:13, this is the portion of the wicked man with Yahweh, and the heritage of oppressors, which they shall receive of the Almighty. So these people are the heritage of the oppressors, who took our heritage, changed it up, told us it don't belong to you, put us on slave ships, oppress us right now with the music, with the imagery of movies, with all these things that are detrimental to the development of a heritage No, that's what they they are the heritage of oppressors, because they're the ones put propagandizing all of these things against the nation of Israel, man. But go to the next verse, Baba Kasha.
Good.
If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword, and his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread. So right now they telling the kids that are in school, go hide. But the Lord told us, why? Not your kids. They're just you had these kids in vain, bro. These things, your children are about to take on the punishment of the Lord's word, and his word ain't gonna come back void, man. So you're gonna start seeing shootouts between so-called Esau, Amalek, and the so-called Arab man. The both of the casted off. Did you not notice that? You got one cast off, the first cast off, Ishmael, fighting the second
The
cast off,
second cast off.
Esau. And now they at each other's neck because the blood. Ishmael's a wild man, and Esau is the sword. So you got two ignorant ass heathens bumping heads, trying to be more prideful than the other one.
The rejects are going at it, man.
I'm telling you, man. All you got, if you had real game, you just sit back and let them do it themselves and just clap.
Hey, I can't be kind of encouraging it without kind of not saying too much.
Start instigating. You see an Israeli, be like, hey, where you from? I'm Israeli. And what about you? I'm Palestinian. Man, he said y'all ain't shit.
Hey, y'all heard what's been going in the news lately, right?
Yeah.
Hey.
I'll be like, hey, so why y'all doing his people like that? He said he hope all Palestinians would die, man. That's what y'all believe, right? Y'all gonna get rid of every one of them, right? And we just gonna be like, that ain't what we saying. That's what y'all doing that right now, right? That's what y'all got all going on in Hamas, right?
Yep.
You see that? But so think about it. Ishmael getting it, Amalek, one of the chief houses of Esau getting it, right? So let's just jump into kind of like the next segue with it real quick, because this is kind of like, man, the sword is upon the land. And we trying to blow that trumpet out there for the people. We trying to make you stay on your pivot, because if you're not aware of what's going on, let's just see what else has been going on in the earth right now. It says, in Maine, community riddled with fear as shooting suspects' whereabouts remain a mystery. Absolutely terrifying. All right. So if you're not aware, this guy, Robert, whatever his name is, let's see what is Robert Card, an Edomite. I mean, let me see if I can find this dude right here. No, thanks. Let's see. No left. Okay, we'll go to like an original. This dude right here went on a shooting spree, mass shooting. Investigators searching for a mass shooting suspect, Robert Card. I'm gonna see what. Just open this just so we can see if we get a. It continues. Okay, and it's continuing. I don't think that's him right there, but those are, and these are who the people are that are being killed and stuff like that. Okay, the Edomites are getting judged out there, because this is the Maine. I'm not saying brothers Israelites ain't out there, but in this town, I ain't seen one picture of nobody brown on the ground. You dig what I'm saying? Like it's not there. But Jake's this dude said, you say what?
Jake not out there. I'm sorry.
Jake not out there, bro. Look, this dude, Robert Card. I'm just wanting to, just so we can get a good image of this crazy heathen. Card shooter. That's what I'm gonna do. Shooter right here. We're gonna do the shooter, because this dude, we're gonna go for an image, because they got a picture of his crazy ass out there with the gun. This creep right here. Well, let's go. Let's put them out there. We're gonna get a couple of these images, but we're gonna just have to. Oh, we get this one. This is a good one. I got all the creep pictures of them. Look at this dude.
What about
Esau,
this?
The sword.
Yeah, we're the terrorists, but talk about this. You know, we're the terrorists.
Let's do it. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk
get
about
into it, King.
Hey, man. You know, go ahead.
No, it's not even that. They received more than 530 tips from the public, and they can't find this man. If it was Jake that said he stole a bag of Takis out of Target, he'd have been gunned down before getting out the parking lot, man. it just take one witness, and they'll know exactly where Jake at.
Oh
But
yeah.
but he did this, and what it said? Maine's public safety commissioner said Friday, but the armed and dangerous suspect accused of killing 18 people Wednesday remains at large. It was reported that he had hit like 60 people, and they're in the hospitals trying to get them to help. Robert Card, this dude right here. So when we started looking at the way that they describe us in the media, they're probably going to say he has some mental shit going on. Look, Card recently broke up with his longtime girlfriend. They already starting the excuses in it for why he snapped. His girl was like, I'm tired of you beating me every night and touching our kids and stuff. You know, he didn't want that no more. So he just said, I'm gonna kill everybody.
That's a poor excuse. I'm sorry. These excuses are getting worse.
You can't make this stuff up.
You can't
But
make
they can't. They talking like the dude drove off into the damn water or some shit. Like, come on, man. Like, we know what's going on here. We know what's going on here.
They can't find him, but they know for certain that his, he kind of got into a, broke up with his longtime girlfriend.
So you can tell us that.
You can tell us that.
And there was a few. He didn't just do it in one area. He went into like 3 different spots and blasted the whole damn place up. Yeah. Hey, oh man, think about it. Brother brought out a good point. Juan Ramirez, he said, but if we were so-called black and Hispanic, he would have already been caught or dead. Man, if you would have seen a Jake, a brown Hispanic so-called black man, or a so-called Hispanic man walking down the street, walking out from his car with a rifle, what do they say? Citizens arrest. Some citizen would have blasted his ass in the parking lot. That's why I don't even like going to gun ranges, because man, you might get shot going in the building because they like, oh, mass shooter. Like, but this is where you come to shoot. How you gonna shoot me with the guns that I'm coming to shoot you? I'm trying to shoot in the gun range. You gonna shoot me before I get in because I'm armed and dangerous. It's
America. That's not even in a list of possibilities. It's not even.
And check this out. I want to bring out a precept on this one, man, because there's so many about these types of people in the scriptures, man. That's why I say people need to understand these people are not your friends. Bring out the book of Proverbs 12:6, Baba Kasha. Because this is the stuff that's disgusting. These are the hypocrites inside of men. We are terrorists. We're thugs. We are just niggas. We're the most dangerous thing ever created. But the so-called white man that everybody's just gonna pray and be like, but forgive him because his girlfriend broke up with him. He was emotionally disturbed and his heart was broken. Can't you understand that his heart was broken? Right? Breathe this up. Proverbs 12:6.
Hey, real quick, they might say it was a crime of passion.
Oh man, the whole night him being passionately about killing because Becky done left him and shit. Right? He can't eat the damn boiled chicken with no seasoning.
Yeah, the boiled baked chicken, not even baked, just boiled.
Just boiled chicken with unsalted lima beans and carrot slices with dry rice. To add texture.
Add texture, yeah, not flavor, texture.
Just texture. You like the crunch, right? No, looking at. The Proverbs 12:6. The words of the wicked are to lie in wait for blood. Who was waiting in the line and waiting for blood when he came in and just started shooting everybody? This ain't the first mass shooting by an Edomite. That's what they do. This is their characteristic. I was describing it. Just imagine how this guy's day started. He woke up, He climbed out of his dirty bed because he didn't bathe the night before, and he didn't bathe that morning. They bathe like maybe once a month if they have if it just get too bad, right? Went in the kitchen with his dirty coffee cup, poured the Folgers in it, threw a little bit of some whiskey on it, stood on his patio, breathing out, You know, it's Maine, so it's cold up there. He got the frost coming out of his nose, just looking around like, damn, today be a good day to lay in wait and murder a whole bunch of people because this chick right here, she getting on my nerves. And everybody, I'm just gonna kill everybody. That's the solution.
Yep. That's
They
it.
said, but the mouth of the upright shall deliver them. So look, bro, we speaking the truth here, man. We're not telling nobody a false story by telling y'all this. We putting it. This is in the news. We're not making this stuff up. We just telling you, look, your oppressive enemy that you love to nurture and love to give excuses to, the beast of the earth, the most base person on the earth that you want to say we are the same as. We are not the same as that. I refuse to be labeled as a psycho mass murdering terrorist, pedophile, man.
The equivalent to that. I refuse.
Oh yeah, let's look at synonym. Refusal, detestable, deniability. Like geez, like you can't make this stuff up. These people are just wicked as can be. But let us go outside with a slingshot, right? And then pick up some damn Nerf balls, nothing that can even bust the skin. You're gonna have SWAT outside.
Yeah.
If you go in your kitchen and you come outside with a paper towel and a straw, you're gonna have National Reserve in your front yard. You got a damn spitball machine, man. But this dude goes out with a damn Tommy gun, mows on down the whole state of Maine and the lobsters,
spraying them down,
and they can't find his ass. Now he drove his damn what kind of cars they like? His Prius. He got his damn Prius, charged it up, stepped on the gas, right? Ran off into the damn water, man. Now they can't find his body either. But you know what's really got me thinking though? Man, I think that this is like a higher, and I don't want to be that conspiracy guy, but it just seems real convenient that in the midst of a massive division of the earth and violence in the states being propagated with gun violence, that they put up a big, like heavy fight to show like the destruction on the land over here. And all of a sudden the dude gets away. I feel like that dude works with the damn gun. He's ex-military.
Yep.
So to be like, hey, go do this. Hey, we'll put you in protective custody. Let you grow. We'll give you some damn tanning lotion. Turn you to look like you maybe look a little
Middle Eastern.
Yeah, make you look a little, make you disappear a little bit. Go out there, go boom it up. Start the fights to see now you got the so-called Amalek. Now when they start shooting and people getting hit all over the place, it ain't worse than what Esau just did.
Right.
And this is what they call propaganda, man. It's called, what do they call these called coups. This is like a military coup, man.
Yep. And it's crazy because it's like, okay, you have over 500 tips. You have leads on where this man is.
And this is within 12 hours, 10 hours. Like while this shit's going on, how do you lose the dude while he's shooting people?
500 leads. And
500 people, like he right there, and then he still got away.
In the way, what are you doing?
That's what I'm telling you. It seemed like they let his ass get away. They wanted that to happen to start to show people what it looked like to have mass scale massacres over here. It's like preparing the people for war before it happens, so they're not terrified to see such large killings. Because it's gonna happen. Because the first time somebody gets shot behind them buying these guns, and guess who the liberals are? The party is generally Amalek. Amalek wants to be the Democratic Party. And guess what the Democrats love to be against? The Second Amendment, which is gun control. So now, because they're afraid that people are going to start getting at their neck, first thing Amalek go buy is guns. Hypocrites, man. They want to shoot your ass with them, but they don't want you to get guns to shoot them with it. Make that make sense, King. Make that make sense. And you know they got all the money, so they're gonna go out and get artillery. They in the shooting range. They got the damn Under Armour vests on. They got their kids with bulletproof backpacks now, so they don't get shot in the back.
Yep.
Esau gonna protect what he think he gonna what is his, but yeah, that's just kind of what it's gonna be as. You know what I'm saying? So, but we can literally stay here all day and night. We got the wars in Israel because you see what's going on, but that's spilling over domestically over here with us. But we trying to tell y'all, one thing for sure is that, hey man, watch and wait on the Lord, because hey, the days is coming.
Yep.
And shoot, you got anything to say, King?
Khan, the scriptures tell us that the Lord is going to speed up the times, right? So we see the Most High, you might notice days are going by faster. You might say, well, 2023 just kind of started, and now it's already kind of over. The Lord said He was going to speed up the days, in these latter days. He's going to speed up the time in these latter days, and we see that happening with more and more kicking off every day. I mean, you have a war going on just across the ocean, and then you got domestic terrorism going on. You can't make this up. You have domestic terrorism in America, right? You have Israel versus the real Jews, right? Which is or I'll say the fake Jews versus Israelites, right? You have a lot going on, right? So this live, the main focal point of this live is to don't be distracted by, because they, a lot of times during, they play these war games, they have these propaganda techniques. A lot of these things are to keep you more so your attention more so focused on what's going on there. Like I said earlier, so that you forget and get distracted, and now it's blotted out of your mind what's actually going on in your own neighborhood, right? Because there's a bigger distraction going on right here, right? And then you have a smaller distraction. You're like, that could wait. Hold on, let me kind of swat this fly over here, you know, right? Brother brought a precept out, right?
Yeah, I guess and just to kind of summarize, basically, this is the point of a lot of the attention that we try to bring forth with these current events, these things that we try to get our people to understand, playing upon tables with things that are directly affecting them in their areas and in the world, and things that are going to come. So, but with all this going on, all this terrors of the Lord bringing it onto the earth, hey, this is the whole point of what we should really be doing in these last days. You know what I'm saying? So Psalms 27:14, I'm gonna close out with this. Wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. So, you're gonna start seeing worse and worse things, man. But hey, be of good courage. And if you see these things and you're practicing diligence, you got the faith in the Most High, you sincerely love the Lord with all your heart by showing that the faith is going to show that you have good works to show your faith. Keeping these commandments, you loving your brother in their heart, you're trying your best to be sincere. So just wait on the Lord, and you're going to see the amazing deliverance that the Lord's going to befall for Israel, like He's promised to us in these last days. But if you have that fear and that doubt, you're going against them. You're not strengthening yourself. You're actually breaking yourself down. But ultimately, I say, wait on the Lord. I say, you got to close the precept, King.
Gun, we could get second Ezra 14 and 18. And I'll close off on that.
14 and 18.
Good. Right. So definitely pay attention, don't just, tune into the classes, but also pay attention, you get those alerts on your phone, end time headlines posted, plenty of underground news, because we don't like the mainstream media. They're not going to tell you what's actually going on, so there's plenty of news sources that you could go to see what's going on in the world, right? Because it's on all of us, but this is a second Ezra 14 and 18. It says, for the time is fled far away, and leasing is hard at hand. For now hasteth the vision to come, which thou hast seen. Right. And we see, what's coming. We got the kingdom of heaven to look forward to. So meditate on the kingdom. When you meditate on the kingdom, a lot of times you'll find ways how you can uplift your spirit, right, and get back into the groove. A lot of people, a lot of brothers and sisters, right, we might miss a day of reading, and that might kind of throw us off. Just meditate, take some time, understand that the vision you know, it's coming. The Lord is hastening the time, right? And that'll get you right back in the spirit, right? So all praises. That's it for me.
On that note, we're gonna close out by saying, you know, hey, we're gonna blow that trumpet.
And stay on our pivot.
Hey, this was brother Karatazar from SOZ Houston. Shalom, we love y'all.
Brother your call from SOZ Atlanta. Shalom, much love. All praises.
All praises, man.